Hello, this is Ayako Sekiguchi from Wellness Kitchen. This time, I'd like to make tempura without frying using autumn ingredients. Freshly fried, piping hot tempura is the best, isn't it? That deliciousness stays the same, but we've eliminated all the hassle of dealing with oil afterwards. I hope you'll enjoy tempura. The key is in the batter. Please watch until the end. At Wellness Kitchen, our anti-aging focus begins with food. We will continue to share information that will energize both your mind and body. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel. We've gathered healthy autumn vegetables. This time, we're deliciously using chikuwa instead of shrimp. I want to turn them into juicy, plump tempura. I'll quickly outline these vegetables' nutritional benefits. When you cut lotus root, it sometimes turns brown, doesn't it? This is because of the polyphenols, tannins, and krogan contained in lotus root. These are acids and antioxidants. So when you cut it, please use it as is without soaking it in water. If the skin is clean, I recommend washing it well and using it with the skin on. The purple color around the eggplant is an antioxidant called nasunin. It also removes active oxygen that causes fatigue. Sweet potatoes are also purple. This is a polyphenol called anthocyanin, and sweet potatoes have a sticky coating around them. There's something like a black sap, right? That's the white milky substance that oozes out when you cut a sweet potato. That substance is what comes out. It's called yarabin, and it's an ingredient that helps relieve constipation. Sweet potatoes have a lot of dietary fiber around the skin, so we'll wash them thoroughly and use them with the skin on. For lotus root, just remove the slightly dark or bad spots on the skin and use the rest as is. If the color looks a little changed, it's because of the polyphenols, so you don't need to worry about it too much. Thank you for listening. I'm going to slice the lotus root into rounds, and I'd like to make them a little thick. Eggplants have thorns on the stem part, so be a little careful as you cut off the stem. Today, I'd like to cut them into slightly smaller pieces. I'll cut the sweet potatoes into thin slices. If you cut them to about this thickness, they'll fry well. Since it also shortens the frying time, it's less likely to fail. Cut the chikuwa into bite-sized pieces. The ingredients are now prepped. Here are the ingredients for the batter. 4 tablespoons each of cake flour and potato starch. And then we add vinegar. This is the role of the vinegar. However, it weakens the gluten in the cake flour, making it crispier. It creates a crispier texture and helps prevent caramelization when cooking at high temperatures. By adding this potato starch, the coating becomes even lighter and crispier. Mix the cake flour and potato starch together. Let's add the water gradually, checking the consistency as we go. We'll adjust as we go, so please don't add all the water at once. If you add too much water at once, we can't add vinegar later, so let's add it now. This is one trick to make tempura crispy. Since there's vinegar in it, it's perfectly fine to mix it thoroughly. When you lower your chopsticks, it feels like the batter is clinging to them. Use this level of thickness as a guideline. You can see there's still a little water left, right? If you add all the water at once at the beginning, it will become too runny, so don't add it all at once. Add it little by little while checking the consistency. This time, I'll be using rice oil. Rice oil is really suitable for deep frying and works well for cooking with heat. Since it's a strong oil, it drains well and makes fried foods nice and crispy. Oil should be 2-3 millimeters deep in the frying pan. And then, set the heat to medium. Drop a little batter in, and if the oil is hot enough, start placing them in one after another. When you see small bubbles forming around the batter and it floats up, that means the oil is hot enough, so start placing them in. Usually you'd need more oil to create waves, but here we use just a little in a flat pan. Using a larger frying pan lets you cook more at once by lining them up. It's actually pretty simple. Sweet potatoes tend to discolor at the cut surfaces. However, that's actually a type of polyphenol, so please don't soak them in water. Just use them as they are. Cook both sides when ready. Using just a little oil makes this easy, even for those concerned about using oil. I think this method is safe. As for sweet potatoes, I'll poke it with a bamboo skewer to check if it's cooked all the way through. If a bamboo skewer goes through easily, they're done. Turn them occasionally and remove them. Next is lotus root. The batter is thin and light, so it's very healthy. Turn them occasionally to cook evenly on all sides. If it seems there's not enough oil, add a bit more. Finally, add curry powder to the remaining batter because I want to give the chikuwa a curry flavor. Then add the chikuwa. Now mix everything together and make sure the batter coats well. After that, just like before, cook it with a little more oil. Isobe age is famous, but this curry fried version is absolutely delicious. I want to arrange the chikuwa where there's still a bit of oil left. Since we're really just grilling the chikuwa, please turn them occasionally so they cook evenly all the way through. Once the coating has set, they won't stick together anymore, so at first it's good to turn them frequently and sear the whole surface. Once a film forms all over, just roll them around like this and stir fry them. That way they'll cook evenly. This is really just a stir fry, isn't it? You can make crispy tempura just by extending your usual frying pan cooking, so I really want you to give this a try. As you keep stir frying, it starts to get kind of dry and crisp. Can you hear it? The sound is kind of scratchy, right? That's the sign that the coating is getting crispy. Then turn off the heat. The chikuwa is plump and fluffy and it's perfectly cooked. Since the coating is thin, even though it's tempura, it turns out really light. It's beautifully fried. Ta-da! Look at this! The coating is already crispy. This time I focused on autumn vegetables. But you can also use regular tempura ingredients like bell peppers and carrots, right? It will still turn out delicious, so please give it a try. Look at the eggplant too. It's really fried up nice and crispy. The crispy batter, no frying needed. Tempura is ready. Crispy bacon, I want to try it. I'll try it today with a little salt. Excuse me for being in my pajamas. Did you hear that crispy sound? The coating is really crunchy. And since it's a thin layer, it's not heavy at all. It's not greasy at all, and it's finished really light. The salt goes really well with it too. I really think this is tempura where you can truly enjoy the natural deliciousness of the vegetables. They put vinegar in the batter, but you don't notice the vinegar at all. More than that, it's just a little extra step to make the batter crispy. So please don't forget to add the vinegar. Yes, this time I didn't add any extra oil at all. But after the tempura is finished, this is what the frying pan looks like. Just wipe it lightly and it will be clean instantly. It got this clean with only 2 sheets of kitchen paper. With this, cleaning up afterward is easy, right? Since we're using good oil, we don't want to waste any, do we? This time I made a little change to the batter and tried making tempura without deep frying it. When it comes to tempura, cleaning up the oil afterward is also really easy. You might wonder if you have to reuse the oil several times, but with this method you can use fresh oil every time, which is healthier and very economical. Please try it with seasonal vegetables. Thank you for watching until the end. Let's meet again in another video.